Yo, what's going on, everybody? You can find me for you, and I'm here with some Unition cards. I know I'm late to the party and all that stuff. You know, I'm sure a lot of other people have uploaded this, but I still want to upload it because I give my thoughts and all that shit. So we got the V-Jump news and all that stuff. We got some pretty cool new support for existing archetypes. So let's jump right into it. So of course we have the Utopia Lighting is placed on top of a rank 4 card. 2 materials use effect, so it's just more stuff Utopia, but we got more RaidRaptor stuff. Rank on Magic Raptor's Force. Activate during the turn a RaidRaptor Exceed monster you control is destroyed and sent to the graveyard. You can target one RaidRaptor Exceed monster in the graveyard and special summon that monster. Then special summon from your action deck one RaidRaptor Exceed monster, but one rank higher, using it as Exceed material. That is really good support for RaidRaptors. It's continuously making them very, very good, and this is, in my opinion, going to be, it's definitely looking to be a pretty good archetype with a lot of the new support, and this is definitely much more better than that other rank up magic that RaidRaptors played. I think this is definitely going to be played over that one if you are playing that. Next up we have Raptor's Gust. If you control a RaidRaptor card, when a spell or trap card is activated, negate the activation if you destroy it. Very good card for RaidRaptors. This is a really good card for the deck, and it's just RaidRaptor card, so you know you can have what is it, that Raptor's Nest and stuff like that. So that's actually pretty cool. Kind of sad only to spell and trap card, not like monster effects, like some other things like the Zinju Techniques and Infernoid Barrier and stuff like that say. So it's a little bit more watered down, but still a very good card because it's kind of one of the things that RaidRaptors do suffer from, which is back row. So that's actually really good defense for the deck. And then we have RaidRaptor Return. Normal trap card, you're going to activate the second effect of Return once per turn. If a RaidRaptor monster you control is destroyed by battle, target one RaidRaptor monster in the graveyard and add to your hand. Very good, because at least with the support we have right now, it's actually out and playable. You know, there's still support that's not on things like Death Pro and DN and stuff like that. Actually, I haven't checked on DN. I think some of them might be on DN right now. Because they did get a lot of new stuff from Cross. They got all the new stuff from Cross over Souls. So, yeah, I've been on there filling with some of the new shit, like the new Senju, new Ying Zing, and stuff like that. But I have to check. I don't think it's a DM, but I know it's not all in Dev Pro yet, and that's one of the things that the deck does lack is hand consistency. Not hand consistency, but you can burn through your hand and through your deck extremely fast, so having the ability to return cards from the graveyard's hand is something it really needs, and this is going to be a big, very good addition to the deck. The second effect is, if a RaidRaptor monster you control is destroyed by a card effect, you can banish this card from the graveyard and add one RaidRaptor card from your deck to your hand. So more deck searching. So now the deck has a lot of ways to search. I think it's the Mimikin, I think it's what it's called. It's like 9 times defense. I can't remember. Banish it from the graveyard, add a RaidRaptor from your deck to your hand. I can't remember exactly the exact effect. You can other things like Harpist, and you have the Strike 6, and you also have RaidRaptor Nest. So you have a lot of things that can search through your deck, so it's not, in my opinion, it's not as like super searching as the Necros is, or spellbooks were in the prime, and they can still search a lot as well too. But talk about the prime and spellbook of judgment and all that shit. But still, it's more searching, so it's really nice. Now on to the good stuff. Now I'm not saying RaidRaptors is a bad thing or it's not good, but the stuff that everybody wants to see: Red Eyes Black Dragon support. Finally, we get Red Eyes Black Dragon support. No, Blue Eyes guys got some help. The Dark Magician got some new stuff. It's about time Joey Wheeler gets some love up in here. So I'm excited, and that's a badass looking piece of shit. That is a badass. It looks like a freaking armed dragon. Like it reminds me of an armed dragon. It really does. It's fucking awesome looking, and this is something I want. I don't care if I don't play this shit in real life. I just want it because it's Red Eyes, and it looks awesome. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, let's see. Fiend Dragon, Black Damian's Dragon, or Black Dragon Archfiend. It requires one level 6 Archfiend normal monster plus one Red Eyes normal monster. You can only control one Black Dragon Archfiend. If this card attacks or is attacked, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. So, they have the freaking Armadas. That is awesome. And this is more annoying than Armadas, because Armadas is 2300 attack. You can easily ram over it if you summon something bigger. This thing's got 3200 attack. Armadas is gonna hurt, but this thing is gonna fucking hit you like a truck. At the end of the battle phase, if this fusion summoned card attacked or was attacked, you can target one red-eyed normal monster in your graveyard and inflict damage to your opponent equal to the target's original attack, then return that target to the deck. That is pretty crazy. That is really nuts, in my opinion. So it pretty much has the power. Of Armadas, and as well as sort of has the Flame Wingman type effect. It doesn't do damage to your opponent, like the attack of your opponent's monster, but it allows you to recycle your hand, which is really nice, and dish out free damage. So I could definitely see sort of like a burn variant coming from this deck. It actually kind of reminds me of it just by looking at the card artwork and just seeing like the second effect of the Black Dragon Archfiend. And it even got a fusion card, like, damn! So we've had the trend of every deck gets an Honest, every deck gets like a Infernoid Barrier or Solemn Judgment. Now, is every deck gonna get a freaking Polymerization now? Because you have regular Poly, you have like a Miracle Fusion for Elemental Heroes. We have the Gem Knight Fusion, Shadow Dawn Fusion. I think it's called Fluffle or Frightfur Fusion. I think is what it's called. Now we have Red Eyes Fusion. So what is Blue Eyes gonna get fused? Like a Blue Eyes Fusion, you know? Like Fusion Spell, or Dark Magician Fusion, like, come on! Share the love. But the artwork looks pretty badass, I love it, see the dragon and the Archfiend fusion together, the fire in the background, that looks badass and epic, I'm not gonna fucking lie. Anyway, you can only activate one Red Eyes Fusion per turn, and you can add normal summon or special summon any other monsters this turn. Kind of a setback, but if you're going for this big, badass motherfucker here, unless you get bottom or something like that, you're not even gonna give you shits about not being able to special summon anything else. If you summon one fusion monster that lists a Red Eyes monster as a fusion material monster from your extra deck, using monsters from your hand, deck, or your side of the field as fusion materials, the name of the fusion monster special summon for this effect is treated as Red Eyes Black Dragon. That is actually really, really annoying, because there's actually one card called Inferno Fire Blast, which basically deals damage equal to a Red Eyes Black Dragon on the field. I believe I can find it real quick. It's gonna Google. We're gonna Google. I'm not cutting this shit out because I don't fucking give a shit. Just calling it Inferno Fire Blast. They're not Inferno. My bad. Inferno Fire Blast. I believe that was the effect. Let's go to the wiki. Go to the wiki, the ones I loved. Let's see. Target one face of Red Eyes Black Dragon you control. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to the original attack. Red Eyes Black Dragon cannot attack until you activate this card. So, you get free damage off of this damn fusion right here. What the fuck? Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that, but yeah. So, if you don't want to attack, you feel like, I don't really feel like attacking, and you might have something that can stop me, even though you really can't, you know. Let's say they have a T-Roar, because T-Roar is sort of becoming popular, because, you know, Sinjuice can play T-Roar, T-Roar is a good card in your Sinjuice. You just go, oh, Infernal Fire Blast, I'm not attacking you. I would just still hit you for 3,200, right into the face. So, yeah, that is actually pretty crazy. And this isn't once per turn, so you have multiples of that card, you can just, like, OTK, FTK your opponent right then and there. Because that's 3,200 times 3. That's pretty much game. That's actually more than game. That's more than JD nuking. That's crazy. So that is nuts. Anyway, we have the Black Stone of Legend. Not a tuner, which does freaking suck, because that would have been awesome to play cards confidence and that shit. Anyway, you can only use one Black Stone of Legend effect per turn. You can tribute this card, especially in one level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster from your deck. That is pretty badass. That is pretty badass. Of course, definitely better than Red Eyes Black Chick. So, now we have the chick, and we now know where the chick came from. It came from the egg, even though that was obvious. In this card in your graveyard, if this card is in your graveyard, you can target one level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster in your graveyard and shuffle it into the deck. And if you do, return this card from your graveyard to your hand. Overall, I don't really see much point. And also, by the way, this is like my first time reading these effects, so I don't really know what's all going on here, so yeah, if I may say something bad right now, I may go back, because I don't really know what that feature effects even do, so just staying that now. So, I don't really see much of point in this card, besides the fact that you can summon a Red Eyes monster from your deck, which is actually not that bad, having a tripping effect. The second effect, I don't really see much of a point in my opinion. Next up we have Red Eyes Lightning Lord Evil Archfiend. That is a badass. And yet another Summon Skull-esque card. Dear God, I'm not complaining. I love Summon Skull. Anime-wise, whole freaking lightning strike shit was, freaking. That was my childhood, man. That was awesome. Anyway, level 6 Stark Fiend Gemini monster. I'm glad they're bringing like Geminis. Yay! Anyway, this card is treated as a normal monster while it's face up in the field or in the graveyard. You can normal summon this face-up monster that is treated as a normal monster to have it be treated as an effect monster with this effect. Once per turn, you destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls with defense. Lower this card stack. Holy fuck shit, that is actually not that bad. And the fact that you can still attack with it. But I already see a problem. I do see a problem, sort of. Let's give more support for these guys. I do see a little bit of a problem. It's the fact that Geminis don't count as number monsters run in the deck, so you can't send them with the whole Red Ice Fusion. So it's kind of forces you to play the Summon Skull and Red Ice Black Dragon, which I'm fine with because, hell, I wouldn't mind using some of the old classic cards, Anywho, we got the Red Ice Black Flare Dragon, which is like a freaking badass. That reminds me a lot of Nephthys. The artwork reminds me a lot of Nephthys. It does. It really does. Just saying that out loud. It freaking does. Anyway, the Gemini also, while this card is normal monster in the field, it's typical Gemini stuff, but its effect is, at the end of the battle phase, when this card attacked or was attacked, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to this card's original attack. This effect of Red Ice Black Flare Dragon can only be used once per turn. Yeah, not bad. So, I really like the fact that you get Red Ice support, but the problem is the big bat fusion here is going to force you to use the Summon Skull and the Red Ice Black Dragon. Which, personally, I don't fucking give these shits. I will use them. I think I can. I have kind of an interesting, wacky idea for this deck. I really do. So that's gonna be pretty cool. So I cannot wait for this stuff to get on Dev Pro because I want to play this shit. I have a very fun idea for this deck. I do. So anyway, so next up we have Infernoid Tiara. Tiara, I think it's how to say it. You need Infernoid Onuku, Infernoid live plus one or more Infernoid monsters. When this card is fusion summoned, apply the following effects according to the number of different infusion materials used to summon this card. Use 3 monsters, 3 or more different monsters. Each player sends 3 cards from their extra deck to the graveyard. That is asshole-ish. Alrighty, I hate this card. I'm sorry, but I do not like cards to say, I'm gonna fuck with your extra deck. That is not cool, Konami. Stop it. I do not like those cards. They are not fun. 5 or more. Each player sends the top 3 cards of the deck to the graveyard. Okay, some decks I don't really give a shit about, and that's not a big issue for me. It's deck shit I just fucking hate. 8 or more different monsters. Each player returns up to 3 banished cards to the graveyard. That's not really a bad thing. It becomes Infernoid, but for some decks. Oh well. 10 or more. Both players send all cards in the hands to the graveyard. Oh shit, it's a card destruction in a sense. But I don't think Infernoid players are going to be making a 10 or more. Because, I don't know. I don't think they will. But that is, but the 3 or more enough, it's just, going to be annoying as fuck. So this card is going to be really annoying unless you have, like, a Phoenix Chain, Skill Drain, Break the Skill, and stuff like that. It's going to be annoying as fuck. Anyway, we have Infernoid Decatron. It's a tuner, which is pretty interesting. So now you can Cinco Sancta and all that stuff. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can send one Infernoid monster from your deck to the graveyard except for himself. This card gains level equal to that monster's level card name, and the card name becomes the same as that monster and gains the same effects. That is pretty nasty. That really is a really nasty. And it can be normal summoned, so an Infernoid monster that can be normal summoned. So that is kind of scary, because before the Infernoid, you're like, okay, if I can just prevent the smash summonings, prevent the from things in the graveyard, I'm pretty much good. I can kind of pretty much win here from here on out. This card says, fuck that shit. I pretty much have access to my entire deck, so this is actually really cool. Not to mention, he's a tutor, so that's even better. Sorry about that. I'm tired, so. Anyway. Next up, we have Void Dream. Continuous spell card. All Infernoid monsters you control gain a level of 2 or higher become level 1. Oh shit. And all battle damage they inflict to your opponent becomes halved. Oh fuck. You can send this face-up card to the graveyard. If you summon one Infernoid monster from your extra deck by using monsters you control or have in your hand as the fusion materials. If your opponent controls a monster specimen from the extra deck, while you do not, you can also use up to 5 monsters from your deck. Oh my god, that is actually really good. That is pretty good. So wow, that gives Infernoid a really nice jump there. So that's all for the new support, and of course we got freaking Battle City Remastered. Woo! Battle City, awesome, awesome. Anyway, so yeah, it's a lot of good cards. I'm really excited for the Red Eyes Black Dragon support. I have a pretty cool little awesome idea for the deck. I really can't wait to try that out. I'm really glad Konami's doing this, and I hope they bring more support for old classic monsters. So, anyway, give me your guys' thoughts on this in the comment section below. I really do want to know what you guys think. And anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.